Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a Chatgpt version of this chocolate cake. First, in a bowl, we'll put 1 3/4 cups of flour. Yes, 1 3/4 cups of flour. Then we are going to be adding 3/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. I love this Hershey's brand. It's quite a good brand of cocoa powder, so I recommend it any day, anytime. Yep, I did put 3/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. Just continue to watch. After adding the cocoa powder, I did go ahead to add 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder and then I added 1 teaspoon of baking soda. If you're here for your first time, I am Passages Cakes, creating contents on cakes, pastries and everything in between. Here I added 1 teaspoon of salt, and that is it for our dry ingredients. I am going to be sieving everything together because I don't want any lumps in my cake, because the cocoa powder is kind of lumpy. So I just want to trap in more air to make my cake more moist and more airy and spongy as well. So if you can see, I needed something to help press down the cocoa powder as I continue to sieve. To all my returning subscribers, you are so much loved. I like the fact that you comment on my videos. I like the fact that you watch the videos and share as well. Let's continue to grow together. So once that was done, I did use a whisk to mix everything together. After mixing everything together, I added 1.5 cups of sugar. You could go up to 2 cups of sugar because the cocoa powder is kind of bitter. The sugar is still fine. 1.5 cups or 2, but I went in for 1.5 cups. Then I will be working on my wet ingredients. First with 3 eggs. The eggs are nice and fresh and room temperature as well. Then I will be adding 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. There you go, my vegetable oil. And after this, I will be adding 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract, because you need the vanilla to push the flavor of the chocolate. So you have 3 teaspoons vanilla extract, 1 cup milk. You can make this buttermilk if you want, but whole milk is still very fine. Once everything was in, I poured that over the dry ingredients. Just continue to watch. And using my whisk, I mix everything together. If you've watched to this point, thank you so much. This is quite a very easy recipe and a must try as well. So I just continue to mix. At this point in time, I put my water to boil because the last ingredient will be 1 cup of boiling water, hot boiling water. This helps to push out the chocolate flavor in a chocolate cake. It gives that lovely aroma of the chocolate cake. So using my whisk again, I mix everything, and that is how the consistency is. At this point, if you have chocolate chips I want to add to this recipe, fine and good. So I was done. I oil greased my cake pan and I dusted with cocoa powder because I want to have that nice chocolate finish on my cake. I poured everything in the 8-inch burnt pan. Just continue to watch. I'd set my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit at this point, and it had preheated. So I baked this cake for about an hour. When a toothpick inserted, it came out dry. So this was me trying to get my cake off the cake pan. It was really hot, but I finally got the cake out of the cake pan, and this is the final release. Ooh, don't you love this? I love the look, and it tasted amazing. It was time for me to dig into the cake. I love the cake. My kids loved it so much, and they could not stop eating. When cake is hot, I can eat the whole thing. So look at that. Very hot and yummy and spongy and airy. Again, this was how it looked like. Thanks so much for watching this video. See you next week, and don't forget, life can get bitter. Eat cake to make it sweet. Until next time, bye.